everyone, and welcome back to our last video on the craft bag. Um, I had to do a minor change, but it's not a big deal, and I will tell you what I'll show you what I did here in a minute. Let's go ahead and open up the bag. Okay, and what I've done so far, I put the Velcro in here. And this is awesome. Now how I glue it, I use fabric fusion. Mainly because it's gonna stay there. It's not going anywhere. I mean, it's really there. And we don't have to sew anything. If you're going to sew it, I would suggest to do it before you actually, put anything together. But I don't think you need to. You use some fabric fusion, and I just make sure that it was nice and flat, and put it in a surface so that I can, the one on one side, I can just put something on it until I knew it was right in there and it's not going anywhere. And then it did beautiful. It just, it's there. So I'm really happy with it. The only thing that I have not done so far is the elastic. And I'm not gonna do it because this is something you already, I don't know what you're gonna do, what you're gonna put in here. Now the elastic will be included. And I can probably show you, let's see here, hold it. Let's say this is the elastic, okay? You're gonna get probably at least a yard or more, so you can have plenty for whatever you need to do, okay? So this is the elastic. I would cut it from on this side of the folds, inside, maybe about so much, maybe about, I'm gonna say 5 inches or so of elastic, depending. And then you would place your elastic right like so. I would satin stitch on one edge really, really good to anchor it. And then however you need it, I would satin stitch in between, okay? And then of course you cut it off and whatever. You may put one here, here, here. Like I say, I don't know what you need. And for me, I haven't really decided either what I want to do with it. If I want to put brushes, what I want to do, whatever. But you can go ahead and cut the elastic. Let me see what this measures, okay? And my ruler, and then we're able to give you, an idea. So I'm gonna say probably about maybe 4 inches, okay? 4 inches. From inside here to about here, 4 inches. So you would get 4 inches and cut it. Then, like I said, zigzag or satin stitch or up and down straight stitch. Make sure you anchor it really, really good. Okay, I like the satin stitch better, but, or a tie zigzag, I call it. But it's up to you what you want to do. And, oh, by the way, I use white thread for this whole thing, and it's working just fine. This is not going to show on the outside, on the bag. So you might want to put either navy or black on the bobbin, which is okay. That way it won't be as noticeable. But on the top, I would just put white, okay, as far as thread on your sewing machine. So you would cut 4 inches of it. And as I say, you anchor it here, anchor it on the other side, and then in between, for whatever you need, the space is what I don't know. See what I mean? So that is gonna be up to you. So instead of doing it, which I don't, like I said, I don't even know what I want to put in there yet, I decided not to, okay? And you can put some in here, you can put some in here, and you can put 2. Instead of 1, you may put 2 on either half of the bag in here, okay, where the fold is. So, and again, you can do it on this side also. See, you got plenty of room to put your scissors, to put your, maybe like what else? I don't know if you have, yeah, this is a 12-inch. You might be able to have enough for the ruler, but if not, look at this one. It fits right in there on the pocket. So that's not a bad thing, but probably not bigger than a 12-inch, okay? But again, I don't know what you're gonna do, so this is up to you. But like I say, you'll get elastic to put in here, so you can then, do your thing. Put it on as you need it, okay? The nice thing about this side here, that is padded, okay, with embedding, scissors, pins, needles, safety pins, whatever. This can go in this side very nicely. So I could say this could be your pin cushion in a way, okay? So again, you know, use it. If you have it, use it. This side too. I mean, I would not do it, but you know, since you got so much room on this side. But that's what I would do, okay? So, there you go. Now, the only other change I may do is that, see how this pocket is in here? And I might take it apart, because I'm one of those, if something bothers me, I will take it apart. But I have not had a chance yet. Mom is still here. I'm taking her to my daughter's tomorrow. And after that, then I'll have more time to concentrate what I need to do. But I will take this out probably, 'cause knowing me, I will. So, but see how I put this pocket? I put this one here, and then I put this one, okay? Well, see, I wasn't thinking about it. But when you put it up, things can fall down. So you want the opening actually on the opposite end. And instead of here, you want you open it right in here. See what I'm talking about? So the opening will be right here instead of here. Because like I said, if you put anything, you know, anything in there and you bring it out, it's going to fall off. See what I mean? So, but if you put it in here and you pull it up, it's going to stay. So that was my mistake. And like I said, usually when I make something, I work it. And then I know it's gonna work and everything. This is, believe me, I was doing it. Or designing it as I went along. It doesn't work for me that way, really best. I rather just do it, and then I know where the flaws are, you know, and then be able to tell you, don't do this or don't do that. But since you haven't done yours yet, you have time to, you know, make it right. So like I said, these inside two pockets, okay? Instead of going open it in here, you want to open it at the bottom, okay? So that's the only change on the pockets. Everything else, all the other pockets are just fine, okay? Again, if you want to flap on it, you can do that, or put some buttons on it or whatever. That again is up to you. Alrighty, so that's the only thing I done. The next thing I did, that I put the strap right in here, okay? The problem with that was, and let me turn this, let me close it. See, these are the things, all the little boo-boos I don't want y'all to make. And I'm honest with you, I done them, you know, and I should have known better, but I wasn't thinking straight. I got too many things going as usual, which is not an excuse, by the way, but it's what it is. Okay, the other thing was that when you have this thing together, and you have the strap right in here, way up here, where you didn't get enough. Excuse me, I changed the strap, by the way. You didn't get enough. See how I didn't like that look in here. I just did not like that. It probably been for somebody else must have, okay, not me. Okay, so what I did, instead of putting this strap in here, which I took off already, and I'll have to top stitch it, no big deal. I want y'all, and you'll have a place in there where I'll notch it, okay? And on this fold, in other words, on this fold, when you on the pattern, on the fabric, on this fold, you'll have a notch or two notches where you're going to put your strap inside, of course, before you actually, you know, sew the whole thing together. All right? Instead of it here, we're going to move it at the bottom. And at the bottom is because, and I just got a pin in there, okay? You're going to see how much nicer this is going to look. And that's what it was. And it was bugging me to death. And I just, like I said, I'm one of those, if something bugs me, I'm going to fix it. So now, by putting the straps in here, which I just got a pin, by the way, okay, see, then it will be straight. You don't have to do no angles or anything on the bottom of it, just straight, okay, on both sides. Okay, now when we do fold it, okay, this is what it's gonna be, and I think it's a heck of a lot cleaner look. And then the strap is just gonna hold it for you, see? Okay? So it just looks better, and that's what I did, all right? Okay, now there's another thing y'all can do. This is up to you. I'm not gonna do it on mine, but not right now anyway. But you might wanna put, maybe instead of 3 buttons in here, you might wanna just put 2, okay? And in the middle of it, then you're gonna get a snap, one of those, you know, those, what do you call it? Oh, I can't even think of it right now. Anyways, you're gonna get snaps, these big old snaps, okay? And you might wanna put one in here in the lining, or even through it don't matter, and then one in here in the pocket, okay? So when you bring it down, it'll snap to it, and that also will help it hold it down, okay? But that is up to you. So I like the way the buttons show in here, and I did this so that whenever the laces are kind of almost kind of matchy in here, I like this look, okay? But I'm not gonna put one of these. I could still do it, don't misunderstand me. But what I'm going to do, and also you will have it on your kit, is another little flower, okay? I'm gonna do a shabby chic flower to go in here, and the weight of it should keep it nicely in there. Another thing you're gonna do, see where this goes in there? Okay, on this part of the fold at the bottom, matching in here, you're gonna have snaps. So they click on in there and they will stay on either side. Or if you rather have the Velcro, like I say, you're gonna have both, because I don't know which one you want. You can just put Velcro down in the bottom, right here. See right here? But when you fold it, make sure that the Velcro is between these 2 pieces of fabric. You know, when you fold it, okay? No this one, just these 2. And then everything is gonna stay there beautifully. And you have plenty of room to, like I said, it's a lot of room to put a lot of stuff in this thing. And make sure it's where you wanted it and everything, okay? Alrighty, now another thing is the pattern. The apron is going to be the apron, and it'll come in a bag, okay? That's the one you have to, I cannot stress enough, wash it, wash it, wash it. Anyway, but the lining is going to be ready cut as a pattern, okay? So when you wash both, and don't do them at the same time, because then all that dye is gonna go into the lining. It's gonna look really, really bad. I did the lining in the sink. Basically, I just warm it up really. I just got some warm water and kind of really rinse it really, really good, you know. And then I just put it in the dryer, okay? So I didn't have to do that. But this you do have to wash in the washing machine with soap or whatever you wash you know, your dark colors, because and make sure that either by itself, or I wash mine with my jeans actually, okay? And then that way you get all of that extra stuff out of the way. And I did an extra rinse with vinegar, okay? So that's what I did. Alrighty, so far so good. So I think this is all as far as the bag itself, okay? Now we're gonna go ahead and do I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna do this little flower. It really is nice, and I am so sorry. I'm hoping that I think the next project I do, I will make me one of something, and then do the tutorial. You know, I don't want to mess you up, guys. I really don't. But hopefully I have not, and if, like I said, I'll try to be as self-explanatory as I can, even when I do the drawings for the pockets and whatever, and maybe I'll make a drawing on the also of the apron itself, and where the notches have to go for the strap, so you can look for them. All right, okay. Alrighty, well, let's just go ahead and do that. And since I want to keep the theme of the color, I had some little scraps out of my fabric, and but I'm going to cut all of this for you. I say you don't have to do much on this except the thread, basically, you know, and your labor. So how I'm going to do this, I'm going just a little square here, and I'm going to fold it in a triangle, bring this little piece in here to the center, and then I turn it and then bring this here to the center, okay? And that's about it. And I hope you're all doing really, really good, because, you know, I want you all to be good. Here we go. It's been a great, great visit with Mom, and like I said, she is moving back. She feels like it's time, but I'll be ready for her, and you know, but this time it was her vacation, so I had to take some time for her. Normally, I probably would have not done, okay? But I will get back on track, I promise. Oops, I guess I need to put some more in here. There's more in here. Okay, here we go. Alrighty. Okay. These are real easy. They're really shabby, and like I say, I like them. And even though it's different from the other one, but that's okay. You don't want them all the same, right? Okay. There we go. I tell you, the weather is hot in Texas now. With, you know, that's just what it is, isn't it? No surprise there. Okay, and I'm gonna overlap it a little bit, just slightly, see? And I have 6, and I think that's enough. And if you don't want to do them this way, you can always do them like this. I just like to, like I say, fold them in a triangle, bring this point to the center, and then turn it, and then bring this point to the center. It seems like it has more fullness that way. I don't know, maybe just me. Like I said, please, please, if you have any questions, call me, text me, whatever, okay? I will get it as soon as usually I see them. If I don't have time then, I will do it as soon as I have a minute, but I will do it. Okay, here's the first little row, see? Bring it out a little bit and just kind of make it opened, okay? There we go. Alrighty. Then I got some smaller ones for the, oops, I didn't cut this one, did I? Okay, where's my scissors? Okay. These are smaller little squares. Okay, let's see if I can, I'm all thumbs. Okay, and I'm just gonna do the same. I'm gonna put this here and turn it and turn it. This I wanna come sort of in between them a little bit, okay? And that's okay, see? Okay. They get a little, these are really shabby. And hopefully I get them all done, and they'll be at the store next week. We'll announce it on both May's and my group, and that way you'll know it's in the store, all right? Because I'll have all from Thursday on to the end of the week, and I think I can get everything done. So no problem. And I will be having, like I said, small couple of more little kits. This is the big one, and I didn't mean to do one before the other one. It's just that this one came to me, and I thought I better do it before, you know, while I still remember what I'm supposed to be doing. You know, little pea brains takes a little while. Okay, there we go. See, nicely. There we go.